Hey y'all, I go by the artist name Virginia Ceed. Today we're going to be talking about my first ever release. It's called I Need More. And to me, the song just truly encapsulates what it means to be a young person in today's age, really trying to make the best of your time to set yourself up for the future. Also still trying to not lose sight of the good moments and the good times that you have in the present. A lot of people have been responding to the song really well. I've been enjoying that so much, but I hope that this in-depth review will just allow people to understand it on a deeper level and just connect with it even more. I was just scrolling, looking through beats, as one does, and then I came across this particular beat, instantly fell in love with it. Instead of listening to it in my headphones and writing to it like I usually do, I had to put it on the big speaker just because it was thumping. I freestyled the verses, and later on I rewrote the verses, but I just kind of filled up the song, just singing it into my phone. And the vocals that you hear at the beginning of the song, they are actually hums stacked on top of each other. I love the way that it sounds. I think it makes it sound a lot fuller, and I really think that it sets the tone for the rest of the song. Live in the moment, that's what they tell me, but they say that shit like it's easy. Me, as well as a lot of other young people today, we just want to do great things in our lives, and I know it can be hard to stay present and enjoy the things that are right in front of us when we're just so constantly worried about how we're going to make it and how we're going to get there and how fast it's going to be and when it's going to happen for us. For me personally, I just love live music. I love going to concerts, and oftentimes I find myself in the midst of enjoying the artist and the music. I think to myself in the back of my mind, how can you get here? How can you be on this stage? And I almost have to reel myself in because it does take me away from the experience. I need more, not trying to be greedy, but I need more. Gotta make my dreams reality. I need to invent the life that I see in my head at night when I fall asleep. It takes time. I gotta wait patiently and stay out my head. Won't question my abilities. I've admitted to myself that I want this. I need this. And now it's time to put action to the plan. It's time for me to be patient and realistic and reassure myself that I control how much my thoughts impact me, and it's not the other way around. I can get it together and get a hold on everything, because if I don't, how am I going to get to where I want to be? Right side of the bed, that's where I lay my head at night when I dream of all the things I gotta be. But then I start to shrink, it caused me to overthink, send me right up to the brink. I feel like I'm about to sink. So a big aspect of the song comes from the vulnerability to admit when I can overthink myself into a hole sometimes. If I allow myself, I can just sit and think about all the ways that things could go wrong and the people that I could disappoint and the potential that could be wasted. It'll feel like I'm drowning. It'll feel like it's all too much. There's too much negative thoughts. It can be difficult to pull myself out of that. But I won't end up sinking, no, and my thoughts won't be lost in the sauce. They don't give that no reward as long as I create and eat what's on my plate. I'll stay up on the shore and keep up in the score. And while it can be difficult to pull yourself out of that negative spiral, you have to. Because you get nowhere staying in moments like that. There is no reward in wallowing in self-pity about things that haven't even happened yet. Instead of thinking of what can go wrong, we're gonna think about what can go right. And we move on, and we progress. Sometimes my thoughts be going overboard. Sometimes I gotta tell them, pause, wait, pause, wait, pause. Slow down, 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 and it has been a journey, and I'm getting better at it every single day. Stay insatiable, that's the way to go. That's the way I stay afloat. In this chapter of my life, I've realized that I am the type of person that's going to try my best to grow and progress. But there's also a thin line between trying to grow and progress and training your mind to recognize things that are wrong with you. So in straddling that line, I've also had to come to the realization that you can try to be a better you without having to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect because nobody is. Sometimes I get overwhelmed with the pressure to make something of myself. Felt like this since I was 12. Oh, gotta live up to my potential and stay gentle as well as sentimental. Got experimental when I heard this instrumental. Growing up as a smart or gifted kid kind of acted as a double-edged sword, because on the one hand, I did get a lot of positive attention from the adults around me, and still to this day, there are a lot of people that are very invested in my future and that are very willing to support me, which I'm very thankful for. But on the other hand, there were a lot of expectations that I felt pressure to live up to. And as I've gotten older, I've been able to get away from that. But some expectations that I have for myself, which I don't think will ever go away, the expectation to still stay a gentle and sensitive individual, and to also stay family oriented and sentimental. And no matter where I go in life, I just want to make sure that those core values never go anywhere. So at the end of the song, when I flip the chorus a little bit, I'm basically saying I need my life to be as enjoyable as possible, but I'm willing to do the work that needs to be done to get there. Instead of saying won't and switching it to don't, I'm not only just talking to myself, I'm talking to you, him, her, him, bodies. Him, her, him, bodies. It's for all the doubters, myself included. And then I brought the beat back in. I felt like it just put the cherry right on top to end the song. It was truly a joy to make this song, and being that it's the first song that I've ever spent the money to have it professionally made, it really did light a fire in me. And I see what people mean when they're talking about falling in love with the journey of doing things and not just the final product, because I really do enjoy creating music. If you've never heard it before, I hope this inspires you to give it a listen and check it out and enjoy. It's very near and dear to my heart, and I hope it's very near and dear to you guys' hearts. Thank you guys for watching. Talk regular.